Hello, my name is Lilian Agbegbe and this is Ellie Lenses. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of one and the power of you. The power of one. What do I mean? Well, sometimes when we go out to implement public health programs, people seem to be in awe of the energy and the expenditure of everything that we're doing because the situation we're trying to address doesn't seem to be such a crisis from what they're standing. But we talk about the power of one in public health and we say if there is a way to prevent a situation from happening and one person is suffering from that condition, that's one person too many. It doesn't have to be the entire city, it doesn't have to be the entire town. One person too many if there's ways that we know that we can prevent the situation from happening. And so today I'm coming to present this episode looking at the power of one. And this may not be a message for everybody might not get it. But if one person gets it and one person says the light bulb goes off in their heads and they says, oh, I never thought about that like that, and they will modify their behavior, then this entire episode would have been worth it. That's the power of one. Now let's talk about the power of you. Yes, I mean you. I know that we like to say that everybody's responsible for whatever it is that they do, and that's true to a large extent. But we also do know that people have the ability to influence other people just as people are able to be influenced by those around them. Case in point, the Bible says, if you will do something that will cause your brother to sin, don't do it. Because you have the ability to influence your brother. We also say birds of the same feather flock together. What does that mean? It means that you are able to be influenced by the people that you're hanging out with. We say, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. You are influenced by the people you hang around with. Similarly, when we go to implement programs in communities, we don't go as the professionals and go in and do everything ourselves. We look for gatekeepers in the communities, people in communities that can own the message and get a total buy-in from their fellow community members. We look at peer-led programs, either in school among pregnant women. We look for somebody who's their peer, somebody who's similar to them, can speak their language, and is able to get greater buy-in. I say all of this to say that individuals have the power to influence other people. And so when I think about your power to influence other people, then I look at some of the comments I've heard recently, and I just thought that I should address those. In the wake of the Harvey Weinstein scandal that has broke, I've read someone say, oh, I'm going to be careful with my interactions with females because I don't want somewhere down the line in the future somebody comes and accuses me of anything. No. That's not what happened. That's not what's happening. These are not allegations of just mere hanging out together. There are specific things that qualify to be categorized as rape. It's non-consensual sexual intercourse, sexual penetration of one form or the other. It does happen and there's no consent. That's what makes it rape. It's not that you held on somebody's hand or that you sat on someone's leg. That's not rape. There are specific things that make that qualification for rape. Similarly, sexual harassment. There are specific behaviors that are categorized as sexual harassment. Nobody's going to come in 5 years' time and say you sexually harassed them because you said hello to them on the side of the road. That's not what's happening. And it's not helpful when we say things like this in the face of a major crisis. Because guess what? You're going to be able to influence somebody to think that, oh no, these behaviors don't really matter. These people are just coming out, making a mountain out of a molehill, just coming out to lay claims and say things that didn't happen actually happen, or they are miscategorizing innocent encounters. No, no, no. That's not the case. I look at the other flip side about it. I read someone say, oh, my wife has been in the kitchen for a very long time and the food hasn't come out. Isn't that domestic violence? Is it? It's not a joke, people. I know it might seem like there's so much going on now. What is going on? But there are actually specific behaviors that qualify to be called domestic violence. It's physical violence, sexual violence, psychological abuse, and stalking. And we also look at the pattern of behavior. We look at consistency in the behavior. And we look at the prevalence, or we look at the presence of power and control in the dynamics of the interactions between both parties. It's not anything that gets called domestic violence. And when we say that, when we trivialize what people have gone through, what people are going through, we take away from the importance of the need for society to address these issues. And that's not what the power of you should be doing. The power of you should be taking a position, addressing social issues. If you're not directly addressing them, then you should not be weakening the work that's been done by other people. And so my name is Lillian Agwegbe. I'm Executive Director of The Rest of Our Life. We're a non-profit organization, health education organization, provide health education services. You can send your messages, your comments, your reactions to me by email, The Rest of Our Life, all one word, @gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Meanwhile, I want to leave you with the charge to understand that there's the power of you. You have the power to influence one person close to you, far from you. Doesn't matter, it's one person. And so you don't want to take issues that are real, that people are going through, that people are being traumatized by, take these issues and trivialize them and say, oh, that somebody is just going to come up and make a random claim. I know it might seem like a big issue that all of these allegations are coming so many years after the fact, but that's a testament to the suppression that women have lived with and are living with. It has nothing to do with the authenticity of their experiences. I'd like to encourage us and I'd like to challenge us to make sure that we're doing what we can with the power of you to improve health outcomes for those that we know and those we do not know. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you next time on Early Lancers.